It is a sad day when Australian development of any kind comes to a grinding halt, but that is exactly what happened to Sega Studios Australia. This little known studio began life as an Aussie branch of UK-based software house Creative Assembly. After being acquired by the Sega Sammy Group in 2005, they worked on several popular Total War games, the well-received real-time strategy game Stormrise, and even ported Sonic Classics Collection to the Nintendo DS with mixed results. In 2010 they were renamed Sega Studios Australia and began work on the London Olympic Games tie-in. It was around this time they began to look into remake projects that would allow them to access Sega's vast backlog of dormant IP. The team settled on remaking several games including Shinobi, Altered Beast, Streets of Rage and Golden Axe, in a project they dubbed Sega Reborn. In just 2 weeks' time, they had a working prototype for Golden Axe ready. It was recently put up on Steam for download in an unprecedented move from Sega. It's short and buggy, but if given the chance, this could have been fantastic. According to developer Tim Dawson, he worked in his own personal nexus of nightmare hours and under crunch conditions to see this prototype through. His vision was for a darker, bloodier Golden Axe with decapitations and gory two-button combat. It looks like it would have been a bloody action-packed extravaganza, worlds away from the shitty 2008 reboot Beast Rider.
It's actually up!
It's got some decent looking visuals and atmosphere too. It even uses Aussie voices for the enemies. Here we have access to a working prototype of a game that never was and can see just how talented the developers were. Its new tongue-in-cheek title is Golden Axe, and yeah, I see that. I see what you did there. In the end though, the pitch was rejected as Sega was about to pull the rug out from under this budding development team. In 2013, the company announced Sega Studios Australia would be closing their doors, but not before remaking one of the most memorable games of the early Mega Drive era, Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. It was overseen by the original director, Emiko Yamamoto, and features a remastered soundtrack from Grant Kirkhope that has more than a little bit of Banjo-Kazooie in its veins. The story is narrated by Richard McGonigal, best known for his work as Sullivan from the Uncharted series.
Mickey crossed the threshold and emerged once again into the forest. But it was changed somehow. This wasn't the pastoral wood he remembered.
It's a great addition and really helps the game stand out, especially with kids. My two daughters fell in love right away. Mickey's goal in this game is to rescue his beloved Minnie from the clutches of the evil witch Mizrabel. I think old Witchy's biting off more than she can chew.
Woof! You don't talk to me like that!
He does this by collecting 7 rainbow gems from across 5 distinct worlds. Each of these is split into several acts that culminate in a battle against one of the Masters of Illusion. For the most part, it revisits the same stages and themes as the original, but it expands upon them greatly and reimagines their level designs, using a 2.5D perspective to bring the classic Mega Drive game to life for a new generation. The addition of 3D sections really make the game feel larger and more cinematic than usual, and most of the stages feel completely new. Just look at the forest section where Mickey must outrun a giant apple, Crash Bandicoot style, or choose a path at this tricky signpost. The castle's hub section has been lovingly recreated, and Grant's backup soundtrack makes me feel like I'm in Gruntilda's castle. Diamonds are now collectibles that help open new areas and unlock paintings, so backtracking to find them all is essential. The Masters of Illusion look awesome and mimic the originals while adding new attack cycles and 3D elements. Highlights include the battle against the Red Dragon, the Toy Master, and the living tree at the end of the forest section. The presentation is flawless and runs at a smooth 60 frames per second, and it has a cinematic quality to it that really draws you in. The gameplay is fun and simple, the graphics are fantastic, and the music is brilliant. It's exactly what you'd want from this series. I enjoyed playing through it prior to this video, although it fills me with sadness knowing we could have had so much more. Sega Studios Australia really deserve to have some sort of recognition for their vision, which would have seen competent remakes of Sega's most legendary games. I'm only small time, but this Aussie gamer thinks you all deserve a big pat on the back, so thanks for trying for us, guys. Like the video? Give her a thumbs up and let me know what you think. There are a few other Aussie devs I want to do this for, including Chrome, Taurus, and indeed Beam Software. You guys let me know if that's something you'd like to see, and I'll get onto it. Thanks for the 200 subs, guys. I'll see you again real soon.